We have two great teams about to go head-to-head here. And for those of you that are following along at home and want to play with us, they know the rules, but I'll share them with you just so that everything's clear here. Round one, questions are worth 5 and 10 points. I got to finish that question before these guys can buzz in. They get the answer right, they will get the points. If they don't, the other team gets a chance to steal. Whoever is trailing after that first round will get to choose from our 3 categories in the blitz, which is my favorite part because we get to go really fast through a lot of trivia. You'll get 1 minute to answer as many questions from that category as you can, but if you miss those, the other team still is going to get a chance to steal those from you. And then we get to round 3, another one that's formatted exactly like our first round, only the questions, man, this can really add up, are worth 5 to 20 points each. Hello everyone, and welcome to the Rotary Challenge, where we are going to have several teams compete until we get to the finals, and that's where we can start winning money for schools thanks to the Rotary Club. And we have 2 teams that are here. We have Belton and we have McGregor, and they are raring to go here. Are you happy to be here?
Oh, of course.
All right, happy to be
Yes,
here?
sir.
All right, everyone is ready for this. Now we have 3 rounds. The first and the third round are the same, and you will buzz in, make an answer. The first answer is the only one that counts. I don't have to complete the question. If you think you know it, buzz in and answer the question. But remember, they can go off on tangents sometimes, so be careful with that. And the points will be awarded, and the judges will keep track of that. The lightning round is the second round. We'll get more into that, but you get 10 questions out of 3 categories, and whoever has the least amount of points goes first. You answer those questions. If you don't get those right, the other team gets a chance to steal those questions away from you. But again, we'll get more to that as we get into the second round. So are we ready to play?
Yes, sir.
I'm ready to play. Let's sit down and do this thing. All right. Get those hands near those buzzers, and let's do it. The name is familiar in both Chicago and Detroit. Chicago was built on the site of a fort by this name and has a street by that name. The namesake is a suburb of Detroit. All were named for the same person. What is the name? It is Dearborn. If they bind me fast with new ropes that never were occupied, then shall I be weak and be as another man. Which biblical hero said it?
Samson.
Correct. Why does the desert lizard vibrate when in trouble? To calm its nerves, to sink beneath the sand.
To sink beneath the sand.
Correct. For 5 points each, answer these questions about the Red Cross. The Red Cross. The American Red Cross has almost 20,000 paid staff members and 1.5 million of what?
Volunteers.
Correct. The Red Cross flag honors what country where it was founded in?
Switzerland.
Correct. Who is always the honorary chairman of the American Red Cross? It's the President of the United States. For 5 points each, identify these 4 parts of the skeletal system. Tissue that connects bones together.
Ligaments?
Correct.
I was thinking
Place where bones meet.
joints.
Covering on the ends of long bones.
Cartilage.
Correct. Tissue that connects muscle to bone.
Tendon.
Yes. Edith Wharton borrowed the title of what painting by Sir Joshua Reynolds for one of her novels? age of innocence. Take the interval in okay, you're going to have to write this down. Take the interval in years between Olympic Games. Subtract from it the intervals in years between World Cup soccer finals. And multiply this difference by the number of years Doug Rader played Major League Baseball. What is the answer?
0.
Correct. What is the medical term for cancer of the blood?
Hemophilia.
No.
Leukemia.
Correct. Mendelssohn wrote the Spring Song. Beethoven composed the Spring Sonata. Who wrote the Spring Symphony?
Bach.
No.
Saint-Saëns.
No. Schumann. From the Greek, the word means literally fire arts. We often apply it to display that light up in the sky on the 4th of July.
Fireworks.
Pyrotechnic?
Pyrotechnics is correct. It's the art of training and trimming bushes and trees into fanciful shapes. It is called horticulture, topiary, bonsai, or agronomy.
Topiary.
Correct. How many axles does an 18-wheeler transport truck have?
4.
No.
6.
No, 5. All right, let's get a score from our judges here for McGregor and Belton.
McGregor 20, Belton 55.
All right, 55 to 20. Still a lot of time here. Let's get going with this. According to many scientists, what terrestrial cataclysm never ended, but is merely in a comparatively brief period of remission?
Ice Age.
Yes. Who introduced Christianity into Japan during 1549 to 52?
The Dutch.
No. Sir Francis Xavier. Which Greek philosopher is credited with these lines? There is only one good, knowledge, and only one evil, ignorance.
Socrates.
That's correct. The Chinese theater isn't just in Hollywood. A chamber also called the Chinese theater is in what large cave in New Mexico?
Red Rock Amphitheater.
No. That's Colorado.
Can you repeat the question?
The Chinese theater isn't just in Hollywood. A chamber also called the Chinese theater is in what large cave in New Mexico?
Carlsbad.
Correct. Can you be a little more specific? Will we take that?
I think we can take it.
Okay.
That's what large cave in New Mexico.
Yes. So Carlsbad Caverns, yes. Which of the following is the best example of laissez-faire economy? The U.S. in
The U.S. in 18. What was it? At the 1800s.
Can you be more specific?
1840. Yeah, the Gilded Age, 1848.
No. The U.S. in 1880, the U.S. today, China today, or France today?
The U.S. in 1880?
Correct. What did a sharp young man named Joseph Glidden invent in 1873?
Can you repeat the question?
What did a sharp young man named Joseph Glidden invent in?
The pencil?
No. Invent in 1873. That would be barbed wire. In 1502, Christopher Columbus brought a gift to King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella. Name this gift grown in the Americas.
Cocoa. Cacao.
Can you?
Cocoa beans.
Yes, there you go. On May 20th, 1899, a New York City cab driver became the first person arrested for breaking what law?
Can you repeat the question?
On May 20th, 1899, a New York City cab driver became the first person arrested for breaking what law?
The Volkswagen Act.
No. He was going 12 miles per hour. He was speeding. What were both present? Okay, we will stop there. All right, let's get a check on our scores here between Belton and McGregor.
McGregor, 35, Belton, 100.
100 to 35 in favor of Belton, but there's still 2 more rounds to go and plenty of time to catch up, and we'll do that after this.
Well, I am from the 903 East Texas. It's not too far from here. Central Texas just reminds me of home. There are trail rides here, there are fishing holes, and good food, everything that you will find back in East Texas. So it's just home away from home. I am a mother. She is my first passion. I love watching her grow every day, learn something new. And she actually helped me get back into my original passion that I had when I was in high school, which is photography. And my third passion is to give back to the youth. I worked in boys and girls clubs throughout college, and I find that helping the youth helps me because they can teach you something too. And the youth doesn't ask to be here, so anything that I can do to help a young person grow, I'm gonna do that. I'm Epiphany Lachey, your neighborhood reporter in Belton.
On Good Morning Texas, we believe a great day starts with the right ingredients. Fresh news stories that highlight the best in your neighborhood.
Plus an accurate morning forecast.
Then add some of the best journalism around.
Then you have all the ingredients for a great start to your day. A true recipe for success.
Start your day the right way.
Only on Good Morning Texas, where good mornings begin.
Wake up with us every weekday morning starting at 5 a.m.
Unlock the latest headlines at your fingertips. Set your notifications and stay connected with instant update push alerts. Read and watch in-depth stories from your neighborhood. Search KXXV in your app store now and download the 25 News app today.
When severe weather threatens your neighborhood, you need an expert to see you through the storm. You can count on the severe weather experts to keep you safe during severe weather. And welcome back. We are going to be going into our lightning round here, which is round 2. And since McGregor has the least amount of points, they will be going first. But before we get to that, McGregor, I want to ask you, how do you like being here so far?
It's been fun.
You're all first timers, right?
Yes, sir.
So what's the experience like so far?
Different than I expected.
How so?
It's a little harder when you don't get to see the question and you just have to think it in your head, but I've had fun.
Good. Well, you get to have more fun because we're going to go through 3 categories right here. I explained this earlier to them, but this is the lightning round where you get a chance to answer 10 questions in a minute. Anything that you pass or miss, they will be able to steal. Then they will be able to choose from categories, and then you will be able to steal from them if they don't answer theirs. But your categories are going to be nonfiction, health and medicine, or U.S. geography.
Health and medicine?
Health and medicine. Oh boy. Everyone's going to see my doctor skills here. All right, we'll see if we can get these. All right, y'all ready? Put a minute on the clock, and let's go. Astigmatism is caused by an abnormal shape of your lens, or what else?
Cornea?
Yes. Shingles in adults is caused by the same virus as what childhood sickness?
Chickenpox.
Yes. What narcotic was named after the Greek god of sleep and dreams? You can come
Hypnosis?
back. No. What kind of wound results from a hypodermic injection?
Skip.
Pulmonary hypertension is elevated blood pressure in what organs?
Lungs?
Yes. What medical term abbreviated IV means into a vein? Correct. Too much of what kind of solar radiation is a carcinogen?
UVB.
Will we say the word?
Ultraviolet type B.
Well, we'll take ultraviolet. What common medical test involves a phlebotomist and a venipuncture? Oh, we have to stop there. All right. What's the score now, judges?
You're at 85 for McGregor and 100 for Belton.
So 185, but you get a chance to steal here. We have 2 questions for you. So here we go. What narcotic was named after the Greek god of sleep and dreams?
Ecstasy?
No, morphine. What kind of wound results from a hypodermic injection?
Puncture?
Can you be more specific?
Can you repeat the question?
What kind of wound results from a hypodermic injection? You have half the answer.
Subcutaneous puncture.
I think puncture.
Puncture, okay. We will take that for puncture wound. All right. That is the end of that particular part of the round. And again, what's the score for our judges?
Oh, sorry, it is 85 to 110.
So 110, 85. All right. You still get a chance to steal over here. And you are nonfiction or U.S. geography?
U.S. geography.
Good choice. That means I don't have to read the names of the nonfiction. All right. U.S. geography, 1 minute on the clock. And here we go. Name the river that connects Pueblo, Dodge City, Wichita, Tulsa, and Fort Smith.
Red River.
No. Name the largest Native American nation with land in the Four Corners region.
Pass.
With a 2020 population of 8,074, what is the smallest U.S. state capital?
Providence.
No. What U-word describes cities like Albany and Ithaca well north of the Bronx?
Upstate.
Upstate is correct. Not far from Las Cruces is situated which national monument formed by gypsum deposits?
Pass.
Glacier National Park with rugged Rocky Mountain peaks is in what state?
Washington.
No. All right. We got to 6 questions there. You got 1 right, so that means 5 can be answered over here by McGregor. Here we go. Name the river that connects Pueblo, Dodge City, Wichita, Tulsa, and Fort Smith.
Mississippi.
No, it's the Arkansas. Name the largest Native American nation with land in the Four Corners region.
Cherokee?
No, Navajo. With a 2020 population of 8,074, what is the smallest U.S. state capital? All right, that's Mount Pelier. Not far from Las Cruces is situated which national monument formed by gypsum deposits?
White Sands National Park?
Correct. Yes. Glacier National Park with rugged Rocky Mountain peaks is in what state?
Alaska?
No, it is in Montana. All right, that's the end of our lightning round. Judges, what do we have?
McGregor 95, Belton 120.
120 to 95. Round 3 is going to decide it, folks. We'll have it after this.
My name is Brian Henley, and I am the General Curator here at the Cameron Park Zoo. A good forecast is important to me because it really helps us plan our day and how to best take care of our animals here at the zoo so that we ensure that we are providing the best care for them that we can. Weather impacts not only myself, but it impacts the animals. It impacts how we operate as a facility to ensure that we can deliver the best quality care for our animals as well as the best experience for our guests that come to the Cameron Park Zoo. I like watching 25 weather in the morning, especially before coming to work, so I have a good idea of what to expect throughout the day. It's enjoyable to watch and very informative. So I like to watch Josh Johns in the morning because he's a charismatic meteorologist who is able to deliver the forecast that I rely upon in a fun and informative type fashion. My name is Brian, and 25 weather is more than a forecast. It helps me protect the animals that I love.
When severe weather strikes, you need a team of experienced meteorologists to get you and your family through the storm.
As severe weather experts, we take every storm seriously.
That's why we track every threat, right down to your neighborhood.
Because we know how challenging Texas weather can be.
When a storm turns severe, we're on the air immediately.
Because it's our mission to bring you the latest information when severe weather strikes.
When severe weather strikes your neighborhood, trust our experienced team to get you through the storm. Welcome back to round 3. Let's go over the scores once again here between Belton and McGregor.
McGregor 95, Belton 120.
120 to 95. It is anybody's game. Y'all ready to play?
Yes, sir.
Round 3 is just like round 1. Get those hands on those buzzers. Whoever answers first gets the points. And you have to, of course, answer it correctly. What were both President Ford and President Reagan leaving when assassination attempts were made on them?
Can you repeat the question?
What were both President Ford and President Reagan leaving when assassination attempts were made on them? They're both leaving the hotel. Based on mythical characters, the famous painting of Pallas and the Centaur is the work of what Italian Renaissance artist? Botticelli. Okay. What is the name for the list of computer functions appearing on a video display terminal, which indicates the possible operations that a computer can perform next, only one of which can be selected by the operator?
Can you repeat the question?
What is the name for a list of computer functions appearing on a video display terminal, which indicates the possible operations that a computer can perform next, only one of which can be selected by the operator?
A menu?
Correct. This lustrous volcanic glass is usually black or
Obsidian.
We got the good guy.
They got it first. What world leader had a national capital city renamed in his honor?
Stalin.
No.
Lenin?
No. Ho Chi Minh. What is the complement of an angle? You have to write this down. What is the complement of an angle that measures 24 degrees, 13 minutes, 49 seconds? Got to put our geometry skills to work here. All right, that would be 65 degrees, 46 minutes, and 11 seconds. He said in a speech to the assembled cadets at the U.S. Military Academy, "But in the evening of my memory, always I come back to West Point. Always there echoes and re-echoes duty, honor, country." Who was he?
Ulysses S. Grant.
No.
Can you repeat the question?
He said in his speech to the assembled cadets at the U.S. Military Academy, "But in the evening of my memory, always I come back to West Point. Always there echoes and re-echoes duty, honor, country." Who is he?
Eisenhower?
No, General Douglas MacArthur. Patrick Henry said, "Give me liberty or give me death." What is the rhetorical name for this figure of speech? Antithesis. Finish this question by the Supreme Court Justice Potter Stewart. "I cannot define pornography."
Can you repeat the question?
Finish this quotation by Supreme Court Justice Potter Stewart. "I cannot define pornography."
I can only show you.
No, but I like the answer. But I know it when I see it. Okay. Woo. The Mayflower sailed from England to Plymouth Rock, a distance of about 2,800 miles in 63 days. To the nearest mile per hour, what was the ship's average speed?
Can you repeat the question?
The Mayflower sailed from England to Plymouth Rock, a distance of about 2,800 miles in 63 days. To the nearest mile per hour, what was the ship's average speed?
44?
No.
$42.
Nope, 2 miles per hour. Newton discovered we could break up white light into colors of a rainbow by using what simple device?
Prism.
Yep. The Presbyterian Church had its beginning in the Reformed Church of John Calvin. In what denomination did the Methodist movement originate? That's the Anglican Church of England. Arrange these 4 substances: amino acids, RNA, DNA, protein, in the correct sequence of protein production. Amino acids, RNA, DNA, protein?
RNA, DNA, amino, protein?
No.
Amino, protein, RNA, DNA?
No. DNA, RNA, amino acids, protein. Let's go ahead and get a score check here.
McGregor, 105, Belton, 135.
Woo! Okay, we still have a game here. Does cogent mean the same as ordinary, familiar, universal, or convincing?
Could you repeat the question?
Does cogent mean the same as ordinary, familiar, universal, or convincing?
Convincing?
Correct. Georg Friedrich Handel was born in Germany but became famous in another country. What was his adopted country?
Can you repeat the question?
Georg Friedrich Handel was born in Germany but became famous in another country. What was his adopted country?
Denmark?
No.
Russia?
No. England. Mother is the common theme in your next two questions. When is Mother's Day? It's the second Sunday in May. Identify Mother Cabrini.
May you repeat the question?
Identify Mother Cabrini. The buzzer already sounded. First American citizen to be canonized as a saint. The Mayo Clinic is in Minnesota. In what state is the Menninger Clinic? Menninger Clinic, sorry. That would be Kansas and Topeka. Who said, when I keep reading that I'm America's most successful playwright, it amazes me. He, in fact, is the most financially successful playwright in American history.
Fitzgerald?
No. And that is the end. All right, what do we have?
We have McGregor at 110 and Belton at 135.
All right, 135. Belton, congratulations. You'll be moving on to the next round. How was it, McGregor? Still stressful? Hey, you made it a great game here, so don't feel sad at all. And we will have Belton on in future rounds going on here. We will be going all the way to the finals, folks. This is an exciting time for these kids and for me as well. I enjoy doing this every year. We'll see you on the next episode. Good night.